this is Months and Months of Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Best Mistake by Ariana Grande. And I ended up cabling this on first fret to kind of match the recording, but we'll walk through a couple things without the capo just in case you don't have one. And we'll start off with kind of these intro licks, and actually we'll talk about some really easy ways to play this too. But if you're kind of interested in that main piano lick, you can kind of follow those notes, kind of the open E, second on the G, open E, second on the G, open E, and then first fret on the G, and then open E, and then first fret on the G. And if you wanted to back that up with a chord, you could actually use an A minor chord. I normally do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the G second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now around A minors in general, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger and make that an A suspended second, or you could add in the pinky on the B third for an A suspended, or you could kind of take the A minor shape and lift third finger for an A minor 7, or you could put in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7, or you may even dig on an A7 sus, where you do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, and kind of work that for the A. It sounds more unresolved. And then from the A, actually, kind of for those first four notes, kind of that O2, O2, or that EA, when it gets to that open E to this first fret on the G, that G sharp note, you may want to kind of take your pinky, and this can be a big stretch. Actually, you may want to try the A minor 7 and kind of get your pinky to try and stretch to the low E on the fourth fret. And that kind of comes out as a bass note, kind of A minor, and then this is something called A minor / G sharp when you put the pinky down. Sounds kind of nasty, but that's kind of where the bass note's kind of going, is that low E on the fourth fret. Now randomly, is because of the G sharp too, you could back that up with an E major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the G first fret, second finger on the A second, third finger on the D second. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E major chord, and it sounds really happy. And on the E's through the tune, you may want to think about lifting off the third finger and making that an E7, or you could put the pinky down on the low E fourth fret to make that an E7 / G sharp. It does sound really nasty, but it doesn't last that long. So A minor, E / G sharp, or A minor / G sharp. Kind of follow that bass note. And then from there, the arpeggio kind of changes to the open E, to third on the G, open E, third on the G, open G twice, third fret on the G, open E, and then third fret on the G. So we have an open E, 3, O, 3, O, O, 3, O, 3. And you could kind of back that up with a G minor chord. And we'll talk about some easy ways to do this, but normally you do it as a third fret bar, third finger on the A fifth fret, pinky on the D fifth fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds a G minor chord. It sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on lifting the pinky and make that a G minor 7. Or you can add in the pinky on the B string on the 6th fret for G minor 7. Or if you're just starting out and you're like, man, I hate bars, man, you could work this as kind of another G minor by doing second finger on the low E third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. And kind of working that for the G. And you could even take the first finger and just kind of kill the A string. It looks a lot like a G major, 4-finger G major. But you could kind of take your first finger and just kill the A string, just so you just don't hear it. And that's a G5, which you can kind of substitute for the G minor. Or if you want a root position G minor, this is a big stretch. You can take 1 and go to the A string on the first fret, and while you're holding down that 2 on the low E third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of your root position G minor. And from the G minor, actually the arpeggio changes again. And now we got open E, first fret on the B, open E, second on the G, open E, first fret on the B, open E, second fret on the G. And to back that up, you may want to use an F major chord. And normally you do this, and we'll talk about some easier options here too, but normally do this as a first fret bar, second finger on the G second, third finger on the A third, pinky on the D third. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of F major. Now you may also dig on an F major 7, where you can do the first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second fret, third finger on the D third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the groovy sounds of F major 7. Or you may dig on an F major 13 by doing first finger on the G second, second finger on the D third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Sounds a little bit jazzier. That could be kind of a cool F change too. And then from from the F, actually our arpeggio changes again. And we kind of end up with first fret on the B string twice, second on the G, first fret on the B, second on the G, and then open E twice, first fret on the G, open B, and then first fret on the G. And you can kind of back that up with the E major chord that we were talking about, or you may dig on kind of adding in the pinky on the G string on the second fret, making that an E suspended chord, or you may even dig on lifting off the third finger of that, kind of making that an E7 sus, or you can even readjust the fingers and do second on the A, third finger on the G second fret, and that may set you up to go to the E7, or you can even add in the pinky on the B string third fret, give it a little bit more bite if you want to kind of work around with that too. So if you're following the notes all the way through, like the arpeggio idea, you got kind of the E, A, E, G sharp, E, B flat, E, B flat, G, B flat, E, B flat, E, C, E, A, C, A, B, G sharp, B, G sharp. Or you could add basses to that, which could be very cool. And I was kind of doing this fingerstyle. You could work out some ways to do it with the pick and a finger too. But you could start off the open E and the open A together, and then the two O2. And I'm kind of using my middle finger for my high E notes and my index finger for my other notes actually through this. So you got open A and open E, and then the two O2. And then you could go fourth fret on the low E string for that G sharp note when you do the first fret on the G string. That's a stretch, but that could be a cool way to kind of work that. Kind of low E and the B, high E together, and then G string is kind of my index note. So you got opens together, two, open, two, and then four and open, 1, O, 1. And then we could go to third fret on the low E string for a bass note for our next idea. Kind of the open E, third on the G, open E, third on the G, and then you could play that note again for that O, O, 3, O, 3, O, 3, O, 3, O, 3, O, 3. And then we could play first fret on the low E string for that O, 1, O, 2 idea. And then we could play the open E for the 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the open E for the O, O, 1. So it's kind of adding in some basses below everything to kind of support it, actually. So you want to kind of play around with that. I was digging that as a fingerstyle idea. Or if you just wanted to strum through that, actually, you could take a lot of the chords and just kind of work a down idea, kind of A minor slash G sharp, G minor, F, E sus, E7, A minor slash G sharp, G minor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, E sus for 4, E for 4, or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So you took the A minor and just tried that a lot. You had down, down, up, down, 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 down. And one way to kind of work it is actually to kind of half that strum pattern actually between the chords. You could do the A minor, or actually we can even try it once on every chord. Kind of A minor slash G sharp, G minor, G minor, E sus, E. So me kind of dig on kind of working it that way. Or another strum pattern that kind of comes to mind actually is a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing our beat into two parts, so they're down, down, up, up, down, up. Kind of 1, 2, 1, 2. That's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the A minor, do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, down, right along to 1, 2, 3, 4. It's down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 down. And if you wanted to, a really easy way out, if you dig that strum pattern, we'll be doing that one time on the A minor, one time on the G minor, one time on the F, and then one time on the E major. So just kind of generalizing the chords that way a little bit. Just kind of leaving out that A minor slash G sharp, G minor, E major. So just not kind of worrying about those other chords we were talking about. Now, if you wanted to, too, another way to work it is to do just the down, 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 up on each of the chords. And you could even follow that G sharp bass note. Maybe you want to do A minor slash G sharp, G minor, sus, E, A minor slash G sharp, G minor, or you could split the pattern between the chords. So you could do the A minor with the down, 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 up, but then go to the A minor slash the G sharp for the up, down, down, up, down, up. And then you'd have your whole pattern on the G minor, whole pattern on the F, and then you could go to the E sus for the down, 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 up, and then go to the E or the E7 for the up, down, down, up, down. Split the chords or split the pattern. A minor slash G sharp, G minor, E sus, E. So maybe kind of another way to work it. Now the weird part is to play along with Ariana Grande. Instead of starting on an A minor, she's starting on a B flat minor. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on first fret, then now your A minor is really a B flat minor, and your G minor is really an A flat minor, and your F is really a G flat major, and the E major is really an F major. So you kind of dig on kind of working it that way. So we could even kick it off with that intro, like if you're digging on the fingerstyle, like I know this is tricky, you may want to pause the video and go practice this, but kind of that open 2 0 2 4 1 0 1 0 1 3 0 open 1 0 2 1 and open 1 0 2, and then the 1 1 2 1 2 0 0 1 0 1. So you kind of dig on using that lick for the intro, or you definitely hear spots through the tune where that piano or arpeggio is really kind of exposed. So that might be kind of a cool thing to play around with, or using those notes in different ways could be cool too. Or you could use the strumming and you could do the downs, kind of the A minor 2 3 4, A minor slash G sharp, G minor, F major, E sus, E. Or you could use the down, down, up, down, up. And this would be really quick actually for the tune. The A minor slash G sharp, G minor, F major, E sus, E. Well, that seems incredibly fast. You could just try the down, down, up on each chord. G minor, F, E sus, E. Or something else that I like to add to a song like this too is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the A minor, you have the A for the bass. On the A minor slash G sharp, you have low E for the bass. On the E7, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the G G minor, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F bar, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for the bass, and on the F major 13. And on the E sus, you'd have the low E for the bass, and the E, you'd have low E for the bass. So A minor slash G sharp, G minor, G minor, F, da, E, sus, E, A minor slash G sharp, G minor, you can just cue the bass down up. A minor slash G sharp, G minor, F, E sus, E. Or if you're doing it on the 16th, you could work that kind of that down, down, down up on each chord. Or you could work that as a bass down, down, up. Splitting the pattern, you could work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, 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 or a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. That'll be cool variations. So you could even work it as the A minor with the bass, down, down, up, and then go to the A minor slash G sharp for up, bass, down, up, G minor for the whole pattern, F for the whole pattern. With the bass, down, down, up, and then go to the E7 for the up, bass, down, up, down. Very, very hit. A minor, slash G sharp, G minor, F, E sus, or if you're digging on kind of that 16th idea, you could just kind of abbreviate it. Just kind of leave out the E sus and the A minor slash G sharp. Take all these ideas, just kind of find a way that works for you. Or if you know the licks around these chords, try and add those into it too, and that way you can kind of say what you want to with the song a little bit too. That's the basics of how you can strum through Best Mistake by Ariana Grande. So good luck!